Hi friends, it's Leah here. Welcome back to our channel. I am so excited for today's video to just show you guys a little bit about my mini Bible and what it is and how to do it, and then a little bit of a process video. So I'm gonna actually set this little goodie aside here. So this is my mini Bible. This is a compact Bible. It's a New Century version, and it's just one. I got this, actually my sister gave it to me back in 2006. I had this Bible in high school. It had a different cover. It's like a soft faux leather type cover, and it was kind of falling apart because I've had it since 2006. And so I just took some fabric that I have. This is some Rifle Paper Company fabric, and I didn't even sew it. I just literally hot glued it on to make a new cover and added a little bow. And so I guess I should go back and say our friend Allie is the one who kind of introduced us to this idea. I'm sure there's probably others who have also done mini Bibles and stuff like this, but she was the one who kind of had hers set up, and we saw it and thought it was really cool. And so Gina and I both had mini Bibles, and we just thought we would start doing some of our Bible journaling in them. And Gina actually just recently, last week, did a video over on Lindsay Decora's channel. She got to guest post for us, and she kind of showed her mini Bible and a process video of that. And this video, I just kind of want to go a little bit more in depth on how we use our mini Bibles, and like kind of, I'm going to flip through and show you some of what I have in my mini Bible. And then do a little bit of a process, just if you guys are curious. If you guys want to go over to Lindsay's channel and check that out, the link to that video will be in the description. Show her some love. Poor thing has been sick, and so she was having lots of people guest post, and so we were honored to be able to help her out, and we're just thankful that she gave us that opportunity, but hoping she's feeling better by now. So anyways, I'm going to get into this. Hopefully this video won't take forever. So like I said, I added this little bow. I kind of strung it through the binding, had a little extra space, so I strung it through, and then hot glued this fabric to the cover, kind of like doing a present. And the only thing when I did it, I probably did it a little bit too tight because the cover for mine is like a little bit flexible, so it doesn't really want to close as much, but part of that is because it's pretty full. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and flip through what's in here pretty quickly and just show you some ideas of what we put in here. And actually, I'm going to zoom you in a little bit so that you can see a little bit better. Okay, so here's what we do. We usually get either Project Life cards, or we cut down some scrapbook paper to size. And then we just do our journaling on the front, you know, our title, whatever goodies on the front. And then we add either, what I do is I tend to write out my Bible verse that I'm focusing on, and I think that has just been really helpful for me in terms of like learning and understanding it. And then I usually add a little bit of my personal prayer on the back, which is kind of nice because I just feel like you can, when we're sharing our stuff, we can kind of have room for a little bit more of personal prayer than if you are doing like a regular Bible journaling page. So yeah, and then sometimes I know Gina kind of decorates the back of hers a little bit more. I kind of tend to just not worry about it. So here's another little idea. This was with my Maggie Holmes set. Again, lots of those things, and my prayer. This one was one I did with my Wild Hair kits with the pink paisley again and again set. Love this rainbow paper, so cute. Same thing. So I probably will just kind of flip through, show you some different ideas of how we do it. I like to do the little bows because, you know, that's just my thing. So there's that. More Maggie Holmes Heritage stuff. And the fun thing about this is, like, you can kind of do whatever you want. If you are okay with it sticking out, you can have little extra goodies like I do, or like this one. This one fits in completely and you can't even see it. The other nice thing about these cards is if you don't want to actually store them in your Bible, it's kind of similar to a memory decks, where you could store them in another little box if you wanted to. I think they're bigger than the memory decks size cards. I actually haven't done any memory decks, so I'm not really sure what the average size of those is, but when I look at them, I kind of think they're a little bit smaller than these. So these are a little bit bigger. But yeah, just super fun option. This is another great option if you're not wanting to do Bible journaling in your actual Bible. If you don't like covering the words, or if you're worried about having wrinkled pages and stuff like that, this is just a really good option of another way to do it. So yeah, just gonna go ahead. This may take a couple more minutes, so I'm gonna speed it up. Ooh, you might even get some sneak peeks of stuff we haven't even shared yet. Or actually, this by the time I post this video, this will be in the shop already. So this is our newest set, our Happy Birthday Jesus, and I'm so excited about this. So it's just like Christmas, but like birthday party, Christmas, fun stuff. So that's our newest one. This is the other bonus to doing this type of Bible is, you know, when you're in your journaling Bible, once you've journaled that page, if you go back and you want to do more journaling on it, or like there's another verse on the same page, you can't really do that. This Bible, look, I have had 2 different verses on this same page, and I was just able to stick both of them right into my Bible, which that's super nice. And so that's kind of a good option that we use when we have already filled in a Bible page in our illustrating Bible or our journaling Bibles. We've just got some other options. So I'm going to go ahead and speed up as I flip through the rest of these, and then try to give you guys a little bit of an idea of how I do a card. This one was kind of fun. I ended up having a name tag from our women's retreat, and it was just a little bit smaller than probably the normal card that I would do, and I just added some scrapbook paper to the back and did some journaling, and so that I kind of have that little keepsake memory from our retreat this last fall. Alright, so there's just a little sneak into what's in my Bible. Obviously, at some point, it's going to become really full, and I'm either going to need to store these somewhere else or get a new one. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do. I haven't decided. Now that I've added this fabric cover, I really like this one a lot. And it just has some sentimentality to it. Is that the word? I don't know. It's a little bit sentimental for me because, like I said, I did get this back when I was in high school, 2006. That might have been 8th grade even. And so there are places in here that I highlighted back when I was in high school, and it's just kind of neat to see this. But obviously I will always keep this whether I start working in another Bible or not. I'm not really sure. But now I'm going to just go ahead and show you how I do my process. I'm going to try voiceover for the first time, you guys, so bear with me if this is horrible, but yeah, let's check this out. Okay guys, so the first thing I did was pick out a piece of scrapbook paper from a One Canoe 2 paper pad that I found at Tuesday Morning. You guys, this store has been one that has been on my list to visit, but I didn't realize that we had one in my area, and when I discovered it, I was so excited. Anyways, I cut it down to 4 by 6, which is usually what paper size I use. Sometimes I can go a little bit bigger, but anyways, so that's kind of up to you, I guess, what size you want to use. And then I was picking out kind of the pieces that I wanted ahead of time, and now I'm cutting out some pieces from a printable in our shop designed by our friend Allie, who also introduced us to the compact mini Bible idea. And so she designed this for a devotional that I wrote, and we just love this set. So I wanted to get a little bit more use out of it while it's still fall, and it looks super cute. So right here I'm just cutting out those pieces, and then I'm going to start kind of arranging them how I think they might look good. Yeah, again, forgive me if I'm awkward because I've never done a voiceover before and this is new to me. I didn't know how much to speed it up and how slow to keep it. Anyways, so here I've pulled in a piece from a, I think, pink paisley Again and Again set. And then I also am going to be pulling in some pieces from Maggie Holmes' Heritage Collection. That vellum piece in the back is a printable of ours. They're the black and white botanical set. And so I just printed that onto some vellum. And so I'm arranging it here, not gluing anything down yet. And then I zoomed in so that you guys could see it a little bit better. And so usually the way I like to glue my things down is actually top to bottom. I don't know why I've always wanted to do it this way, but it just like works better for me to be able to kind of piece them together. And then once I get them into little clusters, I'll put them all on. So that's just my personal preference of how to glue things down when I'm working in like layering and stuff like that. So this card was a pretty simple one. I didn't want to go too crazy. I just was doing some layering. I have my little bold title that says every gift is from above, and then I just wanted to go ahead and go in the back and do my verse, which I pulled from James 1, and it says, "Don't be deceived, my dear brothers and sisters. Every good and perfect gift is from above, coming down from the Father of heavenly lights, who does not change like the shifting shadows. He chose to give us birth through the word of truth, that we might be a kind of first fruits of all he created." And so I'm just writing this verse out on the back of the card, and just I like doing it this way. I think it helps me to just kind of meditate on scripture a little bit better, and just helps with memorization and stuff like that. And as you can see, I'm actually using my YouVersion app. I like using this because there's multiple versions and I can kind of pull whatever version I prefer out, and it's also easier to read off of than the tiny script in the Bible. So when you're like copying down the words, it just makes it easier. So that's what I'm doing here, getting that on there. And yeah, that'll be my finishing touch once I finish that up. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this process, and yeah, again, sorry for my awkwardness. This is just who I am. I don't know what to say about that. Okay, you guys, so there you go. That was just a really quick and simple page. Hope you guys enjoyed that. I have my Bible pulled open, and now I can just easily pop that in there. And if I want to do something on the same verse, I can, which is awesome. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you have ideas and tips on anything involved here, if you have questions, comments, leave them down below. Be sure to go check out our friend Allie on her Instagram page, Allie Cat Creates, and be sure to check out the video that Gina did over on Lindsay Decor's channel. All of that stuff will be linked below, and have a wonderful afternoon. Bye.